I have to put my hat on. I've spent a lot of time exploring in the jungles, in the mountains, looking for not what Indiana Jones went. He was after the golden cup. I'm after the golden mystery of where our bananas came from and how they came about. To learn something about the relationship between pre-man bananas, domestication, and why we are where we are in relation to that crop. Now, people have worked on many of the temperate crops and understood their origins and how, through archaeology and anthropology, how all that came about. But nobody has done that in bananas. So I decided, well, I'll escape from all the bureaucracy of these banana systems and just go off in the bush and do my own thing.
But you don't have your whip with you or something?
No. But I think that I have learned enough so that the mystery is about to be unraveled. Yes, the most interesting thing is that to learn that all of our bananas, all of our domesticated bananas that you eat in the Philippines, and all of the bananas everywhere were created by this plant breeder. So the difference between wild bananas that are full of seeds and the bananas we eat is all due to this little fellow. And what is most amazing is that with 80 years of banana breeding by many different groups, they haven't been able to beat this little fellow. I think that's the revelation of that is, to me, was a very, very fascinating fact. The other points, I don't know whether you can see this, but the extinction of wild bananas is almost complete. And the main reason, of course, is man. Well, how did man do this extinction? Well, largely by inadvertent things that accompanied man's going into these areas and destroying the jungle. And as I have said here, no jungle, no bats. So if you cut down the jungle and plant crops, you lose bananas. No bats, no pollination, no fruit-eating bats, no seed dissemination. So that is what has happened in the Philippines, Indonesia, India, all the places where bananas are native. That understanding has been very fundamental to my thinking. The other most interesting is that you will find here plant pathologists everywhere working on diseases. And I have throughout my whole career asked, where did the diseases come from? You're interested in controlling the diseases in this field. My question is, where did they come from and how did they come about? And the most interesting thing is that on wild bananas, you don't see any diseases. You don't see any damage to diseases. They have leaf spots, they're minor. The great fusarium wilt disease that is always talked about by banana people I've looked for it across 6,000 miles of Asia in wild bananas. It is not there. And I have figured out why. And I will publish on that soon. So it is only in domesticated bananas.
Interesting.
And then what steps in domestication created these major diseases? That's what I worked on, and I'm going to write more on that. It's a long story. That should be enough.